Now, 300 people have been arrested as part of an international crackdown on a West African cybercrime network known as Black Axe. Agencies from across 21 countries carried out raids between April and July this year, and Interpol has called the Operation Jackal 3 a major blow to the Nigerian cyber mafia. But although a battle may have been won, the war is far from over. With me now for more on this is cybercrime expert Professor Nena Afianyi Ajufo, who joins me now from the UK. Professor, so first of all, how does Black Axe operate, and how significant do you think this crackdown is?
Very much. I would say immensely significant for the region because for years now, Black Axe has become synonymous with cyber criminal activities in the region originating from Nigeria. But one thing I must say is that, interestingly, when you think about Black Axe, people usually relate to the long years existence of a cultist group that emanated from Nigeria's higher institutions. But I fail to agree that this group that has been the subject of Interpol's operation is the same with that group. But why have they remained in existence? Because if you look back as far as 2017, the Canadian government said they had busted a money laundering group linked to the Black Axe that was worth $5 billion in criminal operations. In 2022 as well, Interpol said that Black Axe was the world's most organized cybercrime group, as well as if you look at in 2020, Ireland had arrested about 1,000 people linked to Black Axe. What has made them efficient in criminal activities over the years is their international recruitment strategy, the national recruitment strategy, and its operational capabilities, which is across national boundaries. This has been a challenge. So even though they exist in West Africa, they have a very organized international recruitment strategy, operational strategy, as well as the use of technology sophistication and digital payment systems such as cryptocurrencies. And of course, in the West African region, there is little or no regulation of the use of cryptocurrencies. So it has allowed them over the years to re-strategize and strategize into various modes of international criminal operation and get away at various times in terms of cyber criminal activities.
So you've kind of talked us there through the progression of Black Axe and networks like that. But why do you think that the origins of such sophisticated cybercrime networks have been rooted in West Africa?
This is actually very interesting when you think about the situation in the region. For example, Africa is the least digitalized region in the world, lacking the ultimate infrastructure required to tackle cyber crimes, lack of appropriate regulatory frameworks for tackling cybercrime and even appropriate policies. So why would such a syndicate exist in the West African region? Indeed, the volume of cybercrime emanating from the region is alarming. But one thing I always say is that you cannot divorce cybercrime from the extant social and cultural realities in the region. And this is really attributed to the high levels of unemployment and poverty rate. So, for example, if you look at the recruitment strategy of Black Axe, reports show that they actually recruit university graduates and young people who are in university. Of course, such skills are relevant for, cyber-enabled crimes or crimes that are dependent on computer networks. So it makes it very attractive. In Nigeria, you must have heard about the Yahoo Boys nomenclature, which has become a common nomenclature for identifying youths with an ambition to acquire wealth through online fraud, digital extortion, scams, and commercially available cyber extortion tools. So what it then means is that while cybercrime should ordinarily be a criminal dilemma in places like West Africa, the cybercrime landscape is a complex web of social and cultural realities. We can't describe the situation without thinking of the extant social realities of those living in the West African region. So it makes it very lucrative for cybercrime to emanate from the region.